Hey guys, welcome back. This is the Base Damage podcast number 23. Woohoo! Just saying. And Kyle's waving in an audio podcast.
Yes, I am.
Okay, so he's waving. So we have Kool-Aid. Oh yeah. We got
Matt,
Joe Schmo.
and Timmy.
All caps.
Yeah.
In all caps.
That's basically what I've been doing for years. Is if you've been in it, I just put all caps for your name for everything. It's just like, hey, it works out. Basically, because it does feel like we're shouting your name.
I'm gonna shout it this way so that it balances itself
It's
out.
all good. So yeah, today was this weekend was a couple things. Was the dropping of both Sunshine and Bang Dream, which sadly
we only got one.
We got Sunshine, but our shop hasn't gotten Bang Dream just yet.
Yeah, they said it was a distributor issue where like distributors just didn't get it, and we were confused about that.
Yeah, and then what?
Oh no, I was about to say. So we opened a couple boxes of Sunshine. Some people have better luck than others. Like one guy pulled 2 SRs and a signed in his box. Yeah.
Here?
That's called packaging error. I'm just saying.
Then I pulled a signed with an SR as well.
Okay, I actually do want to just throw this out here. It's a Yu-Gi-Oh thing, but as far as just like packaging errors, once upon a time there was a box tournament at this other like card shop that I went to years ago, and Dooman that won the box tournament, it was for Crossroads of Chaos for that set. Black Rose Dragon and all came out of that.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, Dooman won it. The guy who won it starts opening the packs right then and there, with 15, 20 people as my witness for this shit, as his witness. Ghost starts opening through packs, and in a single pack pulls a basically ultimate rare Plague Spreader Zombie, good $20 card at the time, a ultimate rare Black Rose Dragon, which was like the new thing, and then a Ghost Rare Black Rose Dragon, all in the same goddamn pack.
And it wasn't like a blaster pack or anything, or like
No,
a secret
it was
pack at all?
a regular pack. There's no such thing as that in Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, I just didn't know if they did it for like one set or anything. That's
Okay,
weird.
no, to my knowledge, they've never done that for Yu-Gi-Oh.
Hey, let's put these 3 cards that should never be in the same pack ever in the same pack accidentally, and this one motherfucker.
That was just, and then like you still got like the other normal pulls that you're supposed to get in the box.
Yeah.
So, anyway,
I know for Weiss, at least I don't know if they fixed it 'cause I haven't bought a box in like decades. But back when I actually bought 2 boxes in my life, they didn't have like set rates for Weiss boxes.
Sounds like we're going back to Fairy Tale here.
Yeah, Fairy Tale and then
Angel
Madoka
Beads,
of last year
all
as
that
well.
stuff.
Good point, Madoka.
Yeah, because like they didn't have a set pull
Did
rate.
Kill have a set pull?
No.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I don't know.
Because I don't remember.
Apparently-
So I remember being specifically angry at my Fairy Tale box because I opened it and there was no SR, no triple rare, no sign. I got nothing but like 3 double rares and straight rares after that.
I was going to say, we can just go to Matt if we want to find out about Kill. 6 boxes, no triple rare. All right.
Jesus
He
Christ.
bought like
No sign.
He bought like 16 boxes and he was like, I still have yet to get one. And I'm like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, Matt.
Yeah, he spent a shit ton. Like, I need a little shit ton of
I think
money
he
on
bought
this.
like everything out of Blue Watts, out of like the...
For Kill only, like.
Yep.
Jesus.
Yeah, because he was trying to
He wanted
SP
those.
out his deck everywhere.
Yeah, he wanted signs. He could not get a sign to save his life, and we witnessed that horrible tragedy.
Jeez, that was before my time coming out here. So. Okay.
God,
I
what
can't
was
say
that?
anything. I've always been lucky with boxes, though I bought like 2 boxes in my life.
Wow, what was that, like 2013, 2014?
2014-ish.
Somewhere like that. Okay.
I know I've been playing White since like 2013, but...
Gun Gale drop, that's when I started. But okay, so we got Sunshine, weird pull rates, whatever. Bank Dream looking to get that, or waiting to get that. And this weekend we had our shop challenge for the store. Like, only like one other person showed up that I did not recognize.
Yeah.
But so other than that, it was just the ones of us here. So and Kyle,
Which is a little sad because I was actually expecting more people to show up.
I
Agreed.
spammed and I
you spent more than I did. Like I tried to post a couple
advertised.
places.
I tried to get more people in, but people just don't want to travel. They don't find it worth it apparently.
I kind of understand to a degree. Okay, from having to drive an hour to get here.
Yeah.
After picking up 2 other people.
Yeah. Sorry.
I can kind of understand where that's coming from, but that's whatever.
I mean, I think the main issue with it was, and that's just because of our store's policies, is that they wouldn't have walked out. It's not like a cash tournament. They wouldn't have walked out with money. They would have walked out with store credit from a store that they're not coming back to anytime soon. So I think that was a real issue with it as well. Especially since, like we don't have many singles here, actually. And then the moment we get singles, we buy them out, so.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's true.
I'm still waiting for.
Or they put them on TCG Player, and then people are just like, "Oh, hey, singles from TCG Player."
I'm still waiting for them to post up with Two Over stuff. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
They're got Sunshine, and
Go to Jenks then. Go to Jenks. Even though it's too lewd for them to keep going, it's hard for them because of how lewd.
Yeah, I was like, it's really hard for Harry to actually want to list it because how lewd it is. Like he's starting to see all these other card games are just straight lewd, like the just referencing Force of Will with the Cheshire Cat SP misprint.
I haven't seen this. I have not seen. Okay.
Ooh boy. Okay, well, discuss something else while I show you this.
Okay. Basically, the winner of that for our shop challenge being me. So I won that with Contai. Woohoo! Thank you. And I am getting death glares from I'm getting death glares from Joe because
I didn't play.
He really wants that. He really wanted to have an excuse to go to regionals.
Yes.
Like, I still want to go. Don't get me wrong. I would still like to be able to go. Especially now that I kind of have that buy, I kind of want to be able to use it and
also,
not just be able
now that I found it, keep in mind that this is technically not a reprint. It's meant to be this way, but it shouldn't be.
All right.
This is.
So he's pulling this up.
This is a bad quality of it, but that's basically what it was.
Oh my god. Okay, that explains everything.
Of Cheshire Cat misprint and Grim Coaster.
Okay.
Yeah, Harry saw this and he's like, I don't really want this. And all the people who were playing Force at the time were also staff at our store here, so they're just using store credit for it mainly. They were buying like cases of this set, trying to pull this card because it was like $250, $300.
Jesus Christ. So.
And then that's when they're like, okay, we're not gonna do this again.
So basically, for the shop challenge, I had to go against Billy twice. First round was
because we did Swiss and then we cut because it was only 8 people. It was Swiss rounds and then we cut the top 2.
Since you are the winner and you are here actually, and you have a pretty good memory, go ahead and just give us a small tourney report.
Small tourney report?
Yeah, just from round 1 to round 4.
Oh fuck. Okay. Shit. Put me on the spot.
Round 1 was me. Or 5.
Wait. What is it? No.
Round 2.
No. Round 1.
Yeah.
Round
yeah.
1
No. I played. Round 1 was you.
Yes.
Round. So you were running.
I ran Jewel
Burn. Andrew was running 2 over Alien. Basically mono red Alien. Then I played against you, and you got the most shit hand in the fucking world.
So basically, the lowdown was for 2 turns, I didn't have zeros, so I couldn't call it. So at the end of the first turn for me, I had 6 damage after I clocked myself, and I drew 2 climaxes, so I couldn't do anything. So at the beginning of his turn, he started playing stuff, and by the end of his turn, I was up to level 2.
Yeah, you can tell his throat's dry because that salt was coming out real hard. Like he had to keep pausing and be like.
Oh my god.
His throat was
but then after the Swiss, you were still, because of basically how the Swiss worked.
It was so fucking stupid.
He's like, by the way, the top 2 cut is you and Kyle again, and I'm like, what? I already played Kyle. He's like, yeah, but this is the cut, so.
Yeah, when you cut,
this is official.
Yeah, when you cut, all your pass just resets. You're back down to 0-0 basically.
So we pulled a re-0.
Aha.
No. Okay.
Please stop.
But then we played again, and you actually got much better hand and a hand that worked. So you kind of have redeemed yourself.
And then it started going downhill again.
And just
because I kept drawing climaxes after a while. I was like,
yep.
I know that feel, fam. I know that feel. Climax. Draw 2 climaxes. Pro game is pro. First unit has 4 climaxes. Drop 3 climaxes. Draw 2 more climaxes. Yeah. Clock. Draw another climax. Fuck.
pro plays, man. Pro plays.
I think he was giving us a tournament report there without, but
I
mean, playing in the tournament there.
My tournament report was straight up round 1, face Billy, Akagi Kai, clock shoot. Oh, I lost. Okay, cool. Round 2, face Chris Cone, top decks the Yuki, plays it, skill activate, climax combo, had it all in hand mystically, swing, clock shoot. Oh, lost again. That's cool. Round 3, bye. Oh, it didn't matter. All right, cool.
See, for me, first round bye, the second game. I played against a Kaleidoscope deck.
Yeah.
This man played an Ilya, drew into another Ilya, then drew into another Ilya, then climax comboed.
It's possible. I've done it before.
And I somehow survived. I don't know how.
How many of the increments of burn did he do?
He did 3 different increments. Well, he burned me for 2 each time, basically.
Okay, so he was able to get the climax combo off twice.
3 times.
You still had the Miyu, so yeah, technically 3 climax combos. Yeah, sorry. Jeez. I'm sorry.
But I survived and then I won. Because Alpaca's OP.
Alpaca very OP. But yeah. Speaking of OP bullshit, so we finally got confirmation. Abyssals!
Oh no, I thought you were talking about my U deck.
Whatever you did. No, we finally getting Abyssals. It's been like 8 fucking months.
I'm glad that Abyssals are finally coming over here. Cause I was thinking about getting them into them I was gonna do that before they gave me cancer. So
Before they gave
I was gonna
me
do
cancer.
straight Abyssals before cancer because I hated cancer so much.
So many people I've talked to about that have said, "Oh, I'm so glad that I didn't actually pre-order because
That's true.
The way that the pre-orders would have gone off like that, it depends on who you're getting them through. Whatever. Sometimes you can't get your money back on that. Sometimes.
That's true.
Yeah, I know. I forgot. I don't think it's TCG Player, but some place was like, "Oh yeah, you pre-ordered and they didn't come out, and we'll keep your money. We'll let you know if we feel like getting you one or not." And I'm like, "That's dumb.
Yeah, exactly. But
Kind of want my money back. I'm gonna get my money back."
I shouldn't get too terribly hyped, but because in case shit happens,
This is it was confirmed last time it got screwed over, but
they
this
2
time-
weeks before
Yeah.
that it actually was going to be released is when they're like, "Oh, sorry, delayed indefinitely."
Yep.
Until shit happens. It could easily happen again.
At least it's come back.
At least there's supposed
There is a
return of it.
chance.
Yeah, I do
that's-
like that they're addressing it instead of just like, we'll suspend it indefinitely and let you know, and then just we never see it again.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm
you
glad that they
got-
still want to bring it
You
here.
got more of a chance of getting Abyssals than I do of getting Monogatari Season 2 still. Just saying.
Valid points are valid.
Just saying.
Or
And there's a better chance of that than Fairy Tail Volume 2.
or re-edit at that point.
Or re-edit, yeah, or re-edit.
So speaking of that essay re-edit's gonna be fun.
Joe, don't give me that look, you mister.
Or-
Man, I get a Love Life set every other month.
Or-
Delicious.
or-
Delicious, nutritious Love Life.
it tastes like
Well, no,
chicken.
they already confirmed another Love Life Sunshine.
I
Extra
bet they
booster.
did. Okay.
It's already.
Wow, salt all of a sudden came from beside me here. Just God bless.
Yeah, so fun fact, Sunshine's getting an extra booster in Japan.
I'm
We won't
sure.
get it until they get another
Yeah,
one.
he got
so.
confirmed over this weekend or something like that. And I'm
Oh
just like,
yeah,
what?
I saw it. Don't worry about it. I was
He
talking to
is-
Taylor about that too. He's like, "Man, how much did I miss?" I'm like, "Well, you missed the next 9 Love Life sets." And he's like, "Is there really that many? You see them opening boxes over there, right?"
That's just where you should have been. Yeah, one for each fucking girl. You should have seen how horrible it
I
was
mean,
the day that
technically,
they released
every girl did get a deck, so you're kind of right on that.
Freaking.
No, I'm talking. It'd be funny if they did like a specific booster pack just for each of the one
That'd
for
be
each
great.
girl.
That'd be fucking great.
We wouldn't even be able to buy Nozomi.
Nope.
This man
I would like buy the case.
I'll buy the case, sir. Here's $1,000. Just I'll pay you the
Yeah.
rest later.
Yeah,
You know I'm good for
this
it.
is Monopoly money.
Kyle, this is 2 pennies. What?
You know I'm good for it.
Get the other 98 from Matt.
a penny
Roll
a day
pennies.
keeps the tax away.
Rolling the pennies.
Good God. So also it's coming out the same. Abyssals are also coming out the same day as Excel World supposedly, but we'll see how that goes.
That sounds oddly familiar.
I know, right? And so that Sunshine and Bang Dream is it for this month. Next month is SAR re-edit. So we've got 3 packs announced. Hopefully we're gonna get. Don't know. So it'll be interesting to see who they try to, what they try to get for the, after that. So go ahead and place your bets now, kids.
We're taking a poll in
Monogatari Season 2.
the comments.
Speaking of polls, I'm just going to go ahead and announce this again. If anybody can get up with Jaru, he was one of the subscribers. Mr. SimC did not accept the
he did not.
giveaway. I never heard back from him. So the next runner-up will be Jaru. So if anybody can get up with him, he's the next winner of the card sleeve giveaway.
Yeah.
Now,
base
question: if Jaru doesn't get back,
If Jaru does not get back with me, I'll give him till like Saturday, just because.
could one of my people get it?
Yes, we would go.
Okay.
We would then go down to the Love Life people. So if Jaru does not get back with us, it'll be going to a random person from the people who voted for Love Life.
Just remember, folks, if you chose me, you get your stuff.
He
Sorry,
says
pay
that-
3 for Hanayo. You didn't believe in me this time.
Oh, shots fired.
By the way, I built a Hanayo deck, which will be up sooner or later. So I need your opinion on that.
That's how we know Alpaca is broke.
You know,
Anyway,
just to refresh people here, how exactly will they contact us?
I messaged them on YouTube, but they can message back on YouTube because I did message Jaru about that. But But I also have the email. Basically, if you go to our main page and go to About, I forget what the exact email is off the top of my head because I don't have a computer in front of me. But our email is written up there that you can just straight email us. You can also contact us on Facebook.
I was gonna say that. I was like, follow us on Facebook.
Follow our Instagram. Follow our Twitter. Follow our.
We don't have all those.
We don't.
I'm sorry. I've been watching a lot of YouTubers and they always plug the following.
Yeah, but you did it like the very end. To contact us for this, and I've already know Jaru's subscribed to us, but email, Facebook, or just straight YouTube. So, which is funny because I looked back at like his recent activity and he had liked a video like 2 days ago, and I'm like, I messaged you like 5 days ago or like 4 days ago.
Yeah, so I know sometimes people don't like know how to use the YouTube messenger system.
It's really weird to get to.
Yeah, I was like, I personally didn't know, so you know what? Even then, we can just kind of start stalking the comment section.
Actually, yeah.
On a
You
video
know what?
at
You know,
least,
I'm gonna
like-
make an account and just start stalking the comment section and let you guys know if I see anything.
Yeah.
Like
I'll make a
seriously,
different
just
account than what I have.
comment. Like, let us know you're alive. Like,
I mean, if he liked, I hope he's alive if he liked a random video.
oh man, people hacking Facebook. I mean, YouTube videos and all that stuff. You
That's
guys-
true. Like the other day, I got hacked from some dude from Thailand, and Facebook was like, "You're not in Thailand, are you?" And I'm like,
No.
I don't think I am.
As I'm sitting at my little
Help,
station
I'm-
at work, like, no, I don't think so. Not gonna pass.
I
Yeah,
think
I'm
I'm
stepping
still
into the twilight zone.
Yeah.
But
Multiverse theory, yes.
essential. Good point. It might be yourself from Thailand in a different dimension. Trying to log on like over the internet had some weird bug. It's like Digimon all over again.
Right.
Signs Gate. Signs Gate.
No, we're gonna have to look for the banana. Okay, so other than that, that's about it for announcements. But on the topic of, we didn't get as many people out here as we thought we would for the shop tournament, whatever reason that may have been.
No, we did get one new dude.
We got like one random new dude who I've never seen before, and I'm like, I had to look twice. Like, new person, what the hell?
Who you? Who you again?
But he had, like you say, he had Kaleidoscope Ilya, so he's played before and he's trying to go for something, unless he just likes the Kaleidoscope build.
Yeah, and then we had the other new dude that came in like, yeah, I'm gonna buy a Sword Art Tronic today, and I was like, oh,
Okay.
Okay.
He was here yesterday with another person that we know from Card Fight. I don't want to throw names.
I got you. Don't worry about it. Anyway.
Yeah. But he was interested because I was pulling Sunshine, and he was really interested. So.
Yeah. But a topic that was actually brought up to me a while back, this guy from one of the YouTube subscribers named Joshua. Oh my God, what? Everything cool?
No, it's good. It's good. We'll tell you later.
Okay. Your phone's just like saying no. Okay. Anywho, Joshua had asked me about in what way would we be able to try to attract new players. One, to Weiss Schwarz in general, but also just trying to get new people to come out to his locals type thing. So I did want to give a shout out to his particular locals. If you are he's in South Carolina. There's a card shop called The Fine Art of Baseball.
Didn't Al go there? Isn't that where Al went for the Buddy Fight thing?
he went to a food court.
Yes, no, he did because
Yeah,
that's why I said I recognize that. So actually, someone from our locals went down there for Vanguard.
Buddy Fight.
Buddy Fight.
It was for Buddy Fight, and he won the shop tournament down there.
My
So I thought that was
son's
kind of
the
cool. Respect, bro. But yeah, he said, yeah, I got it from some place called The Fine Art of Baseball. I'm like, hey, I know that place.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
So
Yeah, I remember he said he sat in a food court. So is it like in a mall?
I don't even know.
Yeah,
Well,
he said
if it's in
he
a
said
food
was
court,
a
then it sounds like it's in the mall.
I
Yeah.
mean, there may be outside food courts. I don't know. So,
They do exist.
but I've never been there, so I don't know. I've only been told the name. I actually haven't looked it up.
True.
Right.
But for real, if anybody listening happens to be in the South Carolina area and is looking for a locals to go to, check out that. Is trying to help him out since he actually did contact us and was like, hey, looking for help type thing. But as far as like trying to get people into Weiss Schwarz, I got into it personally for a couple reasons. One, just kind of looking for a different card game to play. I was tired of shenanigans in a lot of other card games, and just kind of wanted something, one that was more fair. Like, okay, sure. Sometimes your deck screws you over in Weiss Schwarz, and you don't have zeros to play for more than zeros.
I don't know, man. That 7 climax first turn is pro.
So
That's the new meta right there.
that's Milky Holmes.
I mean,
good sir.
every time I get that, I'm like, well, at least that means I'll draw a useful card.
Yes, that's
So,
true.
wait, okay, Matt, what was your reason for getting into Weiss?
You?
Me? Okay, well, that answered that.
As tends to be the case, as soon as Billy gets into a card game, he shows up and goes, "Hey, I got into this new card game," and in my back of my brain, I'm always going,
More money, more money, more money.
because
more
you
money,
got
more
me
money.
into. You didn't get me into Yu-Gi-Oh, but you got me
You
into
were already-
Magic. You got me into Weiss, and I think that's
Soon
the only
to
two
be
so
the
far.
Love Live
Force, and
card
you got
game.
me
I was
into
like, yeah,
Force.
you guys pretty much 50-50 on Force.
And
I couldn't get you into solitaire now. I'm just saying, that's all your fault.
yes. Well, that's my
Solitaire.
That's my bad addiction. That and that
I don't
Texas,
know why that came to my
that
brain.
Texas Hold'em. I can't help myself sometimes. But
But
now when it comes to card games, always you. You get me into everything.
Watanabe? Oh.
No.
So, Billy, when you're starting Hearthstone.
good God, no! When I set up freaking PayPal at that point, Jesus. So apparently you got to drop money on that like mad.
You don't have to, but if you don't, it's a long grind.
No.
A very long grind. I'm not trying to do that either.
I will start trying to become a pro on Overwatch before that happens. I'm just saying, I don't even play Overwatch. It's just to each their
From
own.
what I remember, you're not good at first-person shooters.
Exactly. But okay, but so as far as like, okay, so then going around the table, then how did you get into Weiss?
Okay,
I think
so-
we've covered this before.
I was into card fight a lot because that was the only thing I was really doing.
I brought you card fight.
Yes, he did.
It seems to be a pattern here.
Yeah, there's
But
a
But
distinct
he
pattern
didn't
here.
get me into Weiss.
Yeah.
It was
I
actually,
I have a long tale about Kyle, actually.
but it was
it
it was our friend E-Man. He was getting rid of his Love Live deck. It was a trial deck plus some edits into it, and I was like, I need a new card game. Here's $20. Let me take.
Okay.
And then it just went
So you said
for me.
you needed a new card game.
because I was
So-
kind of getting tired of card fight because the
Okay.
community is cancer.
Okay. You?
Referencing the card fight thing here, this long story of Kyle here. So, for those of you who have watched Card Fight, IG Sendo, main character here. One day on Facebook, I
He's
changed
gonna
my
be-
profile picture to IG. And Kyle was like, randomly messaged me one day, like, holy crap, that you watch Card Fight? And I'm like, yeah, I also play it. That's a real game? And I'm like, yeah.
That's where you just should have tried to play it off like, of course, I'm at that such and such school.
Yeah,
where
I
had
did. I was
everything.
just like, yeah, come to Blue Walks on
Duelist
weekends.
Academy all the time.
Come to Blue Walks on weekends. I mean, you were cool in like middle school was the last time I saw you because I didn't really see you much in high school at all
Yeah.
because you're a year younger than me anyway. And I was like, yeah, just come on down. And so he came on down and boom, friends for life. Hello, welcome to Card Fight.
Random shenanigans, writing.
About a year passes. I get into Weiss because E-Man, Nick, and Taylor are like, man, Weiss is such a cool game. And Card Fight was in a bad state at the time. So I was like, oh, I should probably get another game going just in case. Or just for fun. I heard this game also had expensive cards, like signed cards. I want one of those. It's been so long and I've yet to do it, but still.
So you actually have never pulled a sign? Like even I have.
I've never pulled a sign.
Well, I never have, but
We need to
bought a lot
change
less
this.
than you guys. Yeah.
I have never pulled a sign. I've owned signs, but I've never pulled it.
Yeah, just as far as
One time-
how you obtain the signs. that's where
One
I'm
time,
at.
me and
At
Nick
Blue Oaks?
did a 50-50 basically. Jenks, I think it was either Jenks or maybe Kate or somebody was like, cool. One of you was here first. Which one of you was here first? And he's to tab out and like sign up for Weiss. I'm like, oh, Nick was probably here first. He should probably go. So he gets a fairy tale pack. It was when fairy tale first dropped. So he gets a fairy tale pack. I get a fairy tale pack. I open mine. I'm like, damn, garbage. He opens his. Damn, signed Lucy. I'm like, that could have been me. But anyway, yes. And then praise E-Man. He got everyone needed to get into Weiss to into Weiss.
Mhm.
And then he moved. Me and Kyle sat and stared for a minute like, oh, no one's here. And then you guys showed up. We're like, yay, Weiss people.
Yeah, pretty much after like the week or something after email, if you guys just magically showed up, I'm like, it's a sign from the gods.
Yeah, and I was like, cool, Weiss doesn't have to die. I actually genuinely enjoy this game.
There you go.
And then that's when...
We found out that E-Man built a fucking illegal deck that I didn't know.
Yeah,
And then-
I was going through Kyle's deck one time. Because he won for like a month straight, and I'm off with this change combo, and I'm like, that's really broken. And of course, like I only faced Kyle like one time during that entire month, because I was trying to make Fairy Tail work. So obviously, I wasn't the last seat for most of that month. And I looked through his deck, and I'm like, this shouldn't work. Why does it work like that? And then I see why, because E-Man told Kyle, oh, you can totally change from this level, what was it, level 1 to level 3?
No. It was a level 2 Hanukkah that changes into a 3, but it has, as long as it had Hanukkah in the name is what he told me, you could change it. So the trial deck level 3 and then the We Are Single Light, because on it you can change it to 2 cards. The level 2 Hanukkah...
We Are a Single Light didn't come out till
Not
recently.
a Single Light. We Are Shining Together or something.
Okay.
It's an uncommon 3.
Okay.
And then you can change it to
I know what you're
a
talking
level
about.
2 Hanukkah Kasaka. And of course, the trial deck name for the 3 had Hanukkah Kasaka in it. He said, as long as it had the name in it, you can change it into it. So I was like, cool, fam, let me do this.
So he's over here doing this broken tail combo, and I'm like, Kyle, that changes it to another level 2. You can't do that. And he's like, no. E-Man told me I was like, no, read the card.
RTFC.
Hey, our topic of the last podcast.
Like last 3 podcasts at
Yeah.
one point in each of them. Jeez.
So I'm sitting there just like, Kyle, you can't do that. And then after that, the deck just flopped.
Yeah, pretty much.
He didn't like
It was just...
Oh, you mean I can't do the illegal shit? No, never mind.
Nah, man.
He played it again after changing it, so that way it changed it to the level 2 it was supposed to change to, and after that, the deck just flopped.
It wasn't good
It
afterwards.
didn't work anymore.
Jesus Christ. Okay. So, illegal shenanigans aside here.
I honestly didn't know. Like, I went and just kept going, and no one stopped me. So I didn't know.
Admittedly, at that
That's
point,
shame on everyone else for not RTFCing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot of
If you
shame.
lose a tournament because you didn't read your
Like
points
after
card,
I played Kyle for that first time in that month, I'm just like, well, I guess it works since no one else said anything about it. They're like, yeah, it works, whatever. I'm like, that doesn't sound right, but okay.
Alright.
Because we didn't have a judge back then, because no one was knowledgeable at the game. That was before.
Before Matt really got big into it.
Well, Matt was into it, but he couldn't show up on Sunday because he didn't work,
Gotcha.
or he worked on Sunday, so he couldn't like help us or anything.
Okay.
And of course, we were. There was some other card thing going on that I think they had like a couple Magic events back then
Mm-hmm.
on Sunday, so we were kind of like the last priority. So calling a judge really wasn't the thing they wanted us to do.
I'm pretty sure if we yelled judge like we did today, they'd be like, go right over to the Magic people. Did someone call a judge?
Yeah.
No, we didn't. We did. And you just keep on walking by.
Yeah,
That'd be funny.
because then it was just like,
Yeah, I thought that was great. When, like, right as the first round was about to start, Matt walks to the back, go, wait, did anybody call for a judge? Because we never do.
yeah.
Like, we
Well, Tim was sitting there joking. He was just like,
I
we
can
were
think
joking
of
around.
one
And he
time.
said, Judge. I guess it was loud enough for Matt to
Yeah,
hear.
loud enough for
Then
Matt
he
to
came
hear.
back.
I didn't even hear that. I didn't even hear Tim
Yeah,
saying that.
I did not hear other Tim say that, not me.
So
But
me,
he never
Avery,
said
and
that.
Tim were sitting there dying in the corner because he was joking around because I was messing around with the U deck, and he was fucking. Oh my god!
I can
Just-
only think
it
of
was
one
so
time we've
perfect.
ever actually had to call Matt for a judge, and it was you and Andrew, and it was about who refreshes first, because you were both at 3-6, and you were both
Okay,
at
yeah,
no cards.
Yeah, we figured out who that was, and I ended up winning that.
Of
course you did.
Turn priority.
Yeah.
No, it's because reasons, stuff.
Yeah, I'm
goes
saying
on.
like, how was it ruled? I kind of forgot.
It's
Was it
because,
Turn player refreshes first.
yeah.
turn player? Yeah, that's what I figured. Turn
That's
player
how it was told
priority.
to us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
And, it
then I
was
remember
Andrew's turn.
Yeah, I remember you saying it also didn't matter because you misplayed the Titan Grade 3, which would have left you with the card in the deck anyway or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I realized it afterwards, and it was the level 3 Anti-Titan that was, like, minus soul.
Yeah.
To which I was like,
So-
oh, wow, never mind.
Yeah,
Wouldn't have
because he
worked.
wouldn't have dealt that last damage to you anyway.
But that was a late realization, but we learned card ruling that day. That's cool.
Yeah, something good to know.
So, along the lines of, okay, go back along the lines of, like, getting people in. A lot of it
Hey,
has,
I'm
with
crossing
us, oh, you're fine. It's alright, fill up on my legs all you want to, baby. Okay,
Oh no.
that was weird.
On a Google Chat.
A lot of it was just, hey, I've been playing this, you should hop over to join the dark side type thing. We have cookies. So, as far as that, a lot of it, if you want new people to get in, you should try going with your normal friend base that will play card games in general.
Yeah.
Or even if they don't, I mean, just try to get them in. Like, obviously, the main people that you hang out with, or the main people that you are friends with more than anything, would be the best ones to target for that. as far as like other people showing up to the shop, like I can't tell you how many people come over. What's this card game? And we try to explain it to them, and it is really awkward trying to explain. Well, hey, it's an anime card game. That's how it's kind of pitched so much.
I know I've had a lot of trouble explaining Weiss and similarity like card fight and buddy fight to people. Well, not buddy fight mainly, but card fight and Weiss to people because they're like, so it's a luck-based game, and I'm like, well, yes. They're like, well, how is that competitive? It's not. It's supposed to be for fun. Like you're not. I understand if you want to be competitive, that's fine. But at the end of the day,
at this levels, we are not.
When you look at prices online, there is a competitive side to this.
Right, but I'm like, as far as it goes, it's a luck-based game. I wouldn't take any like thing to heart,
Yeah.
So you wouldn't write a 3-page paper on it?
Yeah, I wouldn't write a 3-page paper about why it should be competitive or why it should be competitive.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
I wouldn't do it. But,
Shots fired.
I don't know. The weird thing is, from the very start, I've always said it's not really an anime card game. It's a card game for people who like card games because it's so different that you have to actually really be looking for something so different. Like you said, you were sick and tired of probably Yu-Gi Mans at the time, so you were like, I need something incredibly different, and you got me into it. And then at that point, it was Bakemono has a set. I love that anime.
Yeah,
and
I was getting you into it before you even found out about Bakemono in there.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
but I remember playing that first game and being like, "Fuck, and this doesn't look like anything I've ever played. What the fuck is this?"
yeah.
So
and Weiss is very different too because all the mechanics are different. Like damage isn't just a number or just cards or like just 6 random cards on the side. They're like 7 things that you see repeatedly as a group of 7.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really cool to me. I kind of like that.
it's good not to have a pun off of it, but it's a good refresh from people who play other
and
card
I
games.
like the you're building your own resources at your own pace as well, which is really nice.
That is nice.
Because, like, I know for Force, it's like you gain a mana every turn. Magic, you play one from your hand, assuming you get one every turn. Yu-Gi, your resources are, like, life, maybe a discard, or, like, whatever cost you want to use. But for here, you're like, I have to swing with something to gain that resource to use for anything else. So I feel like that actually could be balanced in a competitive sense in the future.
Now, I have a couple ideas, because I've been stewing over this since we ever got that question.
Mm-hmm.
So what I did...
Well, wait, what was the question?
The topic.
The thing that Joshua asked about, attracting people. How would I get more people to come to my local?
I thought you were, like, referencing something earlier. And
No.
I was explaining to the people.
What I did, I got a couple examples. Like, a couple of my friends started coming out here and playing.
Okay.
I have a group of friends, we play card games. I introduced them to Weiss. I taught them single-handedly how to play, and then they liked it.
Okay.
So, demo days would be a good thing, because that's a thing they do, and Bushiroad will send you the demo decks for you to teach people how to play.
Okay.
Because in the long run...
More Milky Homes.
One thing... okay. Along those lines, Matt, you've actually done something like this with MTG, where you made single color, it was monocolored decks. Congratulations to you D&D people. Where you had made like monocolored decks in MTG that people could use in test play that were fair.
I still got them.
Like you didn't make them overtly broken. You just said, "Hey, you want to be able to you want to try out this card game? Pick a color, any color,
It's just I love Magic so much, but there's no one in my area that I actually play against.
But it's
on a regular basis.
It's the fact that you've done that.
But at one point I had like 3 or 4 friends who wanted to learn how to play, so I literally went, okay, I have a giant ridiculous amount of commons and uncommons and a few like not so good rares that could still be used in these strategies, and I literally built a starter deck for each color. And the next time I saw my friends, it was like, "What do you want to play?" Well, I like this color. Okay, well, boom. Here's a deck for you to play.
Okay.
Is it good? No, but it's balanced by these other 4.
Reason I say is the demo decks, it's just Milky Homes. Like, I don't think I would have gotten into Weiss Schwarz if I was just shown Milky Homes.
That's true.
And see what Blue Box had here for a while. Sorry.
Especially because I don't think the demo deck thing came out until after I was already playing.
Yeah, it didn't come out for a long time.
So what they did here, they actually had trial decks. They opened up and had sleeved ready for people to try out.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Yeah, but that was long before that. That was like after E-Man started working here.
Yeah, but still,
because that was like E-Man's old trial deck. So he's like, I don't play anymore, and no one wants to buy these from me at this point. So I guess I'll just leave them and donate them to the store.
That could be an interesting thing. Like either making your own quote unquote trial decks, if not just straight opening one.
Like,
Mhm.
I know a lot of people buy a bunch of boxes, and normally my first thing is just like dish the commons somewhere, like in a dresser or something. You know, one day, if you want to bring some more people, pull those out, make just a random common deck out of it. It doesn't even have to be like a consistent deck. It can be
Hashtag
vanilla
love
for
life.
all you want.
obviously make like 2 of them so that
Yeah.
you can show them. You know,
Right. It can be vanilla all you want, but just have something so that way
really just
they get interested into it by playing it immediately. They don't need to spend money to try the game.
yeah.
That's true.
Because I've seen 3 people who came in, bought like a trial deck and some packs, play once, and they're just like, I don't like this game, and then leave. I'm like, well, I'm sorry you had to buy a trial deck. You could
Thanks
just
for
ask for
thanks
one
for
up
the
front.
money.
Right.
Yeah, essentially. So in that regard, as far as like trying to get people to play, if you've played other card games and whatnot, okay, having everyone here having played other card games, how do you consider Weiss Schwarz in terms of fairness?
I mean, when I first started playing, you would look at one set and look at another set, and the effects would be literally the same.
Mostly because we literally kind of popped in the moment power creep was starting that
Yeah.
steep climb.
But now, as
Not
things come out, like as you know, go back to our videos on ReZero and go back
Because
to
because I made the Titan deck for you to hop
Yes.
in, and Titan AOT is fairly
Yeah.
broke.
Titans were where they went. Hey, you want to
Honestly,
play this set? Let's do this
Like,
effect.
Attack on
It's cool.
Titan was really, really good on release.
And it's
Yeah.
still
like no matter
relevant
what
to this
deck you
day.
did, no matter what deck you played, it was really, really good.
They're broke during
Just-
pack wars. Just
like-
wanna throw that.
Like
Just wanna
regardless
throw
if
that
it
out
was
there.
Levi or Core or Nice and Titans, like it was just really good all around.
Nice and
set on it.
Titans?
Nice and Titans, yes.
Well then. Seems like that got a name before I ever made it. Okay, so
Oh yeah. Since we're going around,
I was
table,
about to
my
say-
bad, go Joe.
Well, I still had more ideas, but for
For the fair
qualities,
question.
good quality. It's like I consider really out of playing Yu-Gi-Oh, MTG, and all these other games to be one of the more fair card games ever. Like even when I basically traded a whole bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh cards to a buddy to get the Xenon, the Mono Blue Xenon Kirito deck,
Yeah.
which to me was just like the shit. And I would still still learning, still playing people who who would have any other deck you can lose to or win against. It's
That's true.
I'll
'Cause,
just-
I mean, my first day with the Bakemono trial deck,
Mhm.
you pulled out that Liz deck that you've been working on for a while, spending money on. And
Yeah,
still
I
beat
remember
you.
that list deck.
and see that was one of the qualities I'm gonna say. You can make it any deck you pretty much want in
As
the
long as-
sense
yeah.
that if they got enough cards for it, sure, you don't have to stick to this certain thing. Sure, there's kind of a meta, aka Cancol.
okay. Not just Kantai. AOT is definitely meta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like,
Jesus Christ.
before we get through the meta here, because I actually have something to relate to that.
Go for it.
But first, Kyle.
Hell,
since I've
AOT
seen-
won Worlds. I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
that's true.
Go ahead.
But since Kyle, I dragged you through 2 different card games during your career as Weiss. Actually, how would you consider Weiss as fair? Do you think rate the fairness 1 through 10?
I would put it
So
at
I've been-
7-ish.
So I was
For
I
the
played
fact-
before you, so my number is probably gonna be a lot different than yours on the time frame.
I would say 7-ish, considering what happened today. That can
Yeah.
happen a lot more.
I mean, yeah, I'll say the
Okay.
same thing. I was about to say 7 out of 10 if I had to give it a 1 through 10 because
Right.
as you play different sets, you are going to change what you do, and that is going to affect your chances. But at the same time, I've beaten people like a couple weeks ago. I beat people with the Hachikuji jank build,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that's a high risk, high reward deck. If everything goes right and your stuff doesn't go right, I can beat you while
Yeah.
I'm in level 2.
Yeah,
at
that's
the
like-
start of level 2.
That's like with the first deck I actually made being Soul Rush.
Yeah.
That was not meant to win, but oh my god. It was
Yeah,
really
and
good.
it didn't work, or it worked really well when
So-
it's not supposed to work, right?
Well,
Like, I give Weiss the number of fairness changes to me pretty dramatically. Like first couple sets, all the cards are basically the same but different anime. So you're like, cool, whatever. So fairness is kind of like solid, like 8 out of 10.
you
there.
had a little bit of variance between them.
Yeah, very little bit of variance, but like by far it was fair.
Mm.
And then just because my first experience with a broken deck, Kill a Kill came.
yeah.
And Kill a Kill brought the single-handedly brought the fairness down to like a 3 to me because Kill a Kill was completely outlandish compared to the rest of the stuff here. It had level 2s that hit for like 10. It had all their level 3s were amazing. And it was just completely out there. And then immediately the next set being Fairy Tail was like, oh, well, Kill la Kill is just going to stomp for like the solid 6 months of the time.
Yeah. So.
But now I feel like it does have a little 7.5 to 8 because, as we saw today, we see a lot of variants.
It's working its way back up.
It's working its way back up, definitely.
It's still a game where, at this point, it's still a game where you look at the new set for what you want to play if you want to actually be competitive, but you can still play old stuff and be okay.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's
I still
why-
like how older stuff is relevant.
Yes.
I do like that instead of just like, oh, this old stuff is kind of bad now.
I would give it more around like 8.5 to 9-ish.
Right.
Personally, because it's not fairness is one thing. Availability is also another thing because you got to worry about sets being reprinted and shit.
Persona 4.
But I've yet to see a card that I've tried to pick up that's over $25. As far as I'm sorry, fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! Going back to this,
Yeah.
you should never have a single card that's over $1,000, and people have to buy multiples of those. No, it should never fucking happen. I know this was like back when Gold Sark first came out.
I was
and
like,
shit like that.
I can't remember what card it was, but it was definitely
Crush Card Virus. I'm sorry, like it was like It was like you got first or like top 4 or something like that.
I know Tour Guide
Nationals.
was a triple-digit number on release too.
Easily.
Was it
So-
like 200 something? I think.
Easily, yeah, something like that. But like, not even throwing out too many terribly specific names. It's the fact of even just normal cards that you need a fucking play set of going $50 a piece.
Yeah.
Hashtag Zodiacs, you know.
When there are $1,000 deck builds.
Yeah.
For a 40-card game.
I have personally had multiple decks stolen before that I have invested hundreds of dollars.
I have
in,
too.
That all of a sudden fucking gone, and I like sworn when it was expensive, fucking easily $1,000 deck that was max. As I say max rarity, but I didn't even try to get every single thing max rarity. Easily $1,000 gone, done.
Like the value doesn't hit you until it just disappears. Then you're like, holy crap!
So-
all my money.
I realize this is trying to talk about attracting people, but that's Yu-Gi-Oh! Weiss Schwarz, it's a lot cheaper. Just overall, if you want to hollow out your deck, foil it out, SP it out, that's your prerogative. But the fact that you can make a whole deck that's not any of that,
Yeah.
It'd be cheap.
it'd be
and
very
still
cheap.
good.
I really like how Weiss says like, here's this card. This card is, let's say, a single rare. So it doesn't. It has whatever single rare foiling they want to give it, or back in the day it didn't have foiling.
Yeah.
But like, cool. Now here's just the same card, but now it's a triple rare. So if you want to bling it out, there's this. But if you don't want to bling it out, just want the card, here's the common version of it.
Yeah.
Like
I
I
mean-
love that. That means I can afford a deck, and then if it performs, then yeah, sure, I'll go ahead and just bling it out. Why not? It performed for me.
If you pick it,
It
up
works.
over time, I mean,
I know I'm gonna actually play this deck a lot.
Yeah.
But like, in a good sense of Yu-Gi or like card fight or something, you spend a bunch of money, the deck doesn't work, and now you're sitting here looking silly that you spent all that money and you can't sell it for the same price you bought it.
or when ban list drops and all.
Or
of a
ban list
sudden-
drops, it's gone.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, $800-900 deck that you just spent paying an arm and a leg for, or in some cases wedding
And
rings.
2 weeks later. And 2 weeks
Right.
later, it's gone.
And then all of a sudden, bam, meta's changed, or meta is in process of changing, and you're out like so much money. I'm like, no, I can't do that. No, I can't do that anymore. And there's no ban list in English Vice, and that makes me happy as a motherfucker. So that's one of the bigger things that actually probably attracted me to it was there's no ban list, and I'm like, there's no ban list.
I don't see any reason for this game.
I thought it was
There's
like-
in Japan.
In Japan, yes, there's.
Well,
the
no, I
thing.
thought there was like one card here.
No,
There's
shit
one
gets
card-
errated if it gets brought over.
There's
to
one
English.
card that we
Oh, yeah.
didn't get from Haruhi. But
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, but that's where Bushiroad keeps it in a system of checks and balances, is where shit gets errated, or we just don't get it at fucking all. World of Faded Colors primary thing that
Yeah.
I can think
So
of.
I
that
know,
we just haven't
I
got.
know one set that got super errated was Nisekoi.
Oh god, yes.
Nisekoi got super errated and to
Hard
come to
fucking
English.
core.
make Mariko great again.
Make Marco great again now. Trump can't do that. Sorry.
No.
But like I do like that they do that though, so that way we don't have to sit there and deal with it.
Yeah.
And that's another good way to attract people to games. Just let them know you think this game's pretty balanced compared to other games.
Yeah.
And I don't want to I'm not saying put other games on blast
No.
because they might not think the same way and they might just say, well, screw you.
Yeah.
But
Like if you could go into Force or MTG and deal with set rotation.
like I highly recommend you try every card game you can.
Yeah. Agreed. So
I highly recommend it. You might not like the luck-based Weiss. You might like the fast-paced Yu-Gi. Well, I can't say fast-paced anymore.
Yeah, that's
depending on how
you are.
good the new mechanics are.
yeah.
But
So between telling people, if you're trying to help out your locals a whole bunch, and you made your own trial decks, or you decide, hey, I have extra cash, I'll buy a couple of extras of these trial decks, and people can try out stuff, and be able to tell them, hey, this is very fair. This is a much fairer game. I don't know what the proper fucking grammar for that would be.
This game is fairer than most.
More so than anything, yeah. Like, as far as like advertising, Facebook is probably one of the biggest ones. There's umpteen Facebook groups.
right.
I've joined a whole bunch of Weiss Facebook groups, and I'm still finding more. Like every
Like,
so often.
go to Facebook, go to the search bar, type Weiss Schwarz, and like there is a list upon a list of just Weiss groups.
You ain't kidding.
Now, I have another idea. Like, what Harry does here, he tried to do, whenever Sunday came around, he played anime.
Okay.
It's another good way to get people into it, because you're like, well, this anime's playing. Look, we have the trial deck. We have a booster.
That's true.
There's a problem. You ain't gonna do that for two over.
Nope.
Depends on the shop. That's all I can
It's
say.
after hours.
Yeah, then after hours. But no, play Sword Art. Like
Remember
Harry
when
was-
we had after Blue Box after hours?
That was amazing. Thank you,
No,
Ardex
no.
Hybrid. All right.
No, I know we're not doing Boku no Pico.
No.
Okay.
God knows. But no, seriously, because so try and push
Yeah,
Sword Art
Lord,
because the
no.
re-edit's coming out. Okay, this Sunday or whenever they do it, have Sword Art playing in the background. Oh, you guys like Sword Art, huh? Right? Well, this card game has a Sword Art themed thing,
I mean,
and we're getting new stuff
that's what
for
one
it.
guy kind of just said today. He walked up and he's like, "Yeah, I saw a Sword Art on here," and I was like, "Oh, dude, I'm gonna get a Sword Art deck today." Oh, dang, they have Sword Art decks here.
Yeah, so like convenience, kind of subliminally convenientize.
So what
kind of what
you're saying is next week we need to have them play Contai Collection. Yep.
No, we're gonna play Love Live instead because we need more Love Live players here. That's my opinion.
Dude,
Because I need more pools. All right. So.
greedy.
He's like, if you get that, I want to get Fairy Tale playing.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, that's what we.
But no, seriously, like, my friend Makai, he likes Disgaea. I was like, dude, we have a Disgaea set. Sold. Like, you
There you
just gotta push what you want to focus on. So, like, 1 month I would focus on, like, one certain thing. SAO is the newest thing coming out.
That is true.
So, focus on SAO.
Okay.
Be like, okay, and then we have a release date for the re-edit.
Especially
Do a
since
pack
the
wars or
movie-
something.
Actually, especially since we have
I mean,
the
I feel like
movie.
the movie's gonna definitely like.
That's
If
true.
they're already interested in Weiss, the movie's probably gonna get them hyped for like, oh man, I should get Sword Art and play Sword Art.
There you go.
Yeah.
See, stuff like that. You got to focus on that.
He's got a
Giveaways
point.
are also another way to get people into.
Exactly, free giveaways, especially when you're trying to give out free card sleeves. Just saying.
Cough.
Okay,
Anyway.
so that'd actually be cool. Like, set up an event because the SAO re-edit coming out. That'd be really cool if we could get like extras of the SAO trial decks and try to mess around with like picking up those, and if we're able to get new people to show up, like, hey, you like SAO, or hey, you like this year AOT, whatever. AOT confirmed second season.
Yes, and whatever month, April. So all month you would do Attack on Titan. Try and push that.
April's SAO though because of the set. Like afterwards though, but that's whatever.
Oh well.
But it's got a lot of great qualities. It's got a lot of stuff. One of the bigger issues I have, because it's a minimum maximum of being 50 cards. I have to work on ratios. Like, ratios is one of the bigger things I have fun with.
But
But
very good at it.
it's got a lot of good qualities. You may not get as much back out of it, but I've had more fun with Weiss Schwarz than a lot of other card games.
You know,
So,
I've had more fun deck building in Weiss Schwarz than anything else here.
that, especially if you like to just try to make stuff work, or if you just
Yeah.
are the type that say, I will make shenanigans and make it
Fate
work.
Stay Night. Cough.
Yeah.
Broham.
So
I got you, bro.
Thank you, guys.
It's
Thank
a
you.
thing.
Thank you. That is definitely under my belt as a victory deck list.
there you go. Any other final thoughts? Because we're going to be closing here shortly. Any other final thoughts on this match?
All I gotta say is that when I first started playing, and I know Kyle might have noticed this, is that the first week that I came to the tournament, I was fucking shaking. It would get down to level 3, and I'm just fucking over here vibrating because I'm getting to that point. I'm getting to that point where it's like, am I gonna win? Am I gonna not?
Yeah,
If
I
you
will
are
say-
a speed nut and you just
And
love,
you like adrenaline rush?
and you like adrenaline rush, this game will get you going when you first get into it. And if as you continue to pick up sets and get new shit, when you build a new deck, you want to win. So when it comes down to the wire and you're sitting there staring at your win,
Feels good.
It
that
does.
high is hard to. You can
I
ride
will
that
say
high
this
all the
game
way to
is
win.
this
game
game
is
gets
not for-
really tense.
Not for people with heart conditions?
Maybe, I don't know.
No.
Because when you're both at like 3 and 5,
Yeah.
you're like at maybe 10 cards left in deck. You know you have at least 1 or 2 climaxes in. They're in the same position with maybe 1 or 2 climaxes. You're like, who's gonna hit it? Like tensions rising. At some points, you're like,
Take this real dramatic
you kind of
turn.
get into a zen mode where you're like, nothing around you could be heard, but you staring at their field like,
Yep. This has happened to me before.
Chapter 16.5.
Sounds like something from Borderlands. Whoa, no. Okay. So,
Oh, you know what I meant.
I know what you mean. I read it. You.
I read it today.
Oh, God.
We read it as a group. It was a very exciting experience for everyone.
I just skimmed through it because I don't want to say it on
Okay.
podcast.
So, go ahead.
Oh, no,
Any closing thoughts?
Okay,
16.5, got you.
Yes.
Any closing thoughts, Tim?
Well, because you have it on the little notepad here, I just want to know if anyone could give one bad quality to Weiss, since you have it on the notebook.
Hey, let's ask Travis. No, like, I didn't really want to list bad qualities. I mean, every card game has a flaw.
Well, I just feel like, to be fair, let's go ahead and like at least throw a flaw out there.
Luck base.
There is that moment where you're just getting fucked. You know, you've got a perfect board. You've got your full set. They're at like 3-5. Like
You couldn't
said.
get a board. What are you saying?
Oh no, that was afterwards.
Oh.
They're at 3-5.
He's over here raising his hand like, yes, I'm the victim here.
That moment
I
where
am
they're
a
at
victim.
3-5, they've just refreshed. They've got 40 cards in deck and 4 climaxes, and you're like, okay, I'm a swing for potential game, cancel. I'm a swing for potential game, cancel. I'm a swing for potential game, and then you like trigger like a double crit. And you're like, I'm a swing for 2 for a potential game, and you get like 4, and then the 4th card is what cancels. There's that moment where you lose because your deck is fucking you harder than your opponent's deck is fucking them.
Basically. Okay, Joe, you've had your hand raised for like the entire hour here. Come on, hurry up.
Oh no, my final comments. If you guys have ideas, just put them in the comments.
Okay.
Because we're trying to help out local card shops, we're just trying to get it out there. Period.
Which is, we want. That's one thing that when we started this channel, I kept saying to people, like people kept saying to me, y'all guys, please keep making content. Weiss Schwarz needs more people doing this kind of thing, more people trying to promote it. And that's what I want to do. That's why I really don't want to list any bad qualities about it. I mean, there's a lot of luck,
Oh no,
but luck can go either way.
Yes.
I will say though, the only reason I brought up the bad qualities is I'm like, even though we can name them, we still really love this game.
Exactly.
That's true.
It just despite its bad qualities.
Right, compared to other card games where, you know,
There
if
are-
there's a bad quality about it, you may not want to play anymore.
Exactly.
Like, that's just it.
So,
I go through that, like, with every other card game I play. I'm like, I don't like this mechanic. I don't like how unbalanced it is. I don't want to play anymore. You're done.
and then you look at Weiss Schwarz and it's like,
But
hey, it
Weiss
has
Schwarz-
its flaws.
Weiss Schwarz, I'm like, cool, I'm getting luck sacked, whatever, but I'm still having fun getting luck sacked. I still played the game at the end of the day, compared to other games where it's just like, he opened the nuts, I opened bad, I didn't get to play because he one-shot me. The end.
There you go.
Yeah. So even with its flaws, this game is still amazing. That's all
So,
I'm trying to get through here.
It's fine. There's ways to advertise. There's ways to, as far as like throw a movie pitch type thing. As far as like,
Right.
like, hey, this is, if you want to do this, if you want to do that, there's a lot of stuff you can come up with, and there's a lot of things that you can say about it. It's just a matter of really just keep throwing it at people until it sticks, kind of thing.
When you said movie pitch, Joe like did a gleam, so I'm like, okay, so Joe, you're gonna do a live action Weiss movie? I hear.
No, I just thought about the movie we pitched in the parking lot. Just remember that idea.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Well then,
And this is the one card game that it truly is not over until it's over.
That is fair.
I will completely give it that. Yeah. So, with that though, we'll go ahead and close out for now. Thank y'all for listening. It's much appreciated. If y'all are in South Carolina, please go check out the Fine Art of Baseball card shop. Help out our buddy Joshua, and tell him Base Damage sent you. I don't know, fuck it.
Hey, you might
a
get
shout
some
out,
praise
yeah.
if you do.
Be
Yeah.
like, hey, I know them guys. It's whatever.
If
this is
at the least, you'll make a good friend.
there. You go. And that friend will be Joe. Yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
messing.
So go subscribe.
There you
Aaron.
go. But with that, this is Kool-Aid signing out.
Yeah.
Joe Schmo.
And Timmy.
All right, peace out for now.